What's up, you guys? It's your boy AOT Town Westman, and I'm back at it again with another video. If you are new to the channel, I would love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel, man. We're trying to continue to grow this channel, man, and keep getting it bigger and bigger every day, man. So I would appreciate that very much. Now let's get into the content, man. I haven't really did an NBA story since I heard that Chris Paul was heading to Rockets, but now let's cut into some, 2017. Basically NBA free agency stuff. Let's get to the first most important thing first, man. We already know that Steph Curry signed a $201 million max deal, and that's pretty crazy, man. I think he's the highest paid player to ever play the game of basketball or something like that. But yeah, man, shout out to Steph Curry, man. $201 million, man. Huge for him, you know what I'm saying? They locked him in, I think, for like 5 years, so he's gonna be with the Warriors for a while. KD actually took a $10 million cut. He was expected to get $35 million. He actually cut back and took another $25 million deal. Basically, long story short, man, he took the pay cut so Iguodala could get signed, which he's coming back as well. He's on a 3-year, $48 million contract, as well as Sean Livingston. I think he's on like a 3-year, $28 million, somewhere up in there type contract. So the Warriors are basically coming back. There is word they're even trying to get Jamal Crawford as early as today. Even a possibility of Nick Young as well. The Boston Celtics are making moves now to get Gordon Hayward to join their squad. Gordon Hayward is actually not able to get on the Celtics because they don't have the salary cap for him. So they will have to make trades for that to happen. I believe they will probably get rid of Crowder. I would probably, because I think he has a kind of nice size contract. So I wouldn't be surprised if they trade Crowder up out of there and maybe like a lower tier person on that squad. But Gordon Hayward has decided that he is going to Boston, but actually as of right now he actually cannot be considered really a Celtic officially, like payroll wise, because of their salary cap situation. But he does plan on heading to Boston, you know what I'm saying? Which I figured that was gonna happen. I know that he took the heat out of his contestant, which I felt like that. I feel like he should have went to the Heat, but that's my personal opinion. That might be me just being a little biased because I'm a Lakers fan and I hate the Celtics. So that's just the facts. Another big signing was what was another one that I liked? Paul Millsap. That's who it was. Paul Millsap is taking his talents to the Rocky Mountains, where he will be joining the Denver Nuggets. Now, I think this team is going to be really a sleeper. And I think a lot of people are not expecting them to do good in the West because the West is so competitive. But I think that Denver could be kind of worth of something, maybe like 2 or 3 years from now. Then we also, I didn't report this either, but Paul George was sent to OKC on a trade. They basically traded him for nothing. I think they gave up Victor Oladipo and Sanabius or something like that. I don't know how to say his last name, but I think they gave up Oladipo and him. And basically that was it on that situation. But yeah, he's in OKC now, so he'll join up with the Russell Westbrook, and I think that'll be a good matchup together. As well, I think OKC should be worried that both of them are kind of gonna dip out after this year and head to LA. Definitely with Paul George being from LA, and as well Russell Westbrook being from LA, I could definitely see that happening. But that they saying that it could be a possibility that they would try to keep him long term. So we'll see how that plays out. The Minnesota Timberwolves is a team that I want everybody to watch out for. They did pick up Jimmy Butler, and I believe in a trade. And I didn't report that either. But you know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler is heading to Minnesota. This team is going to be talented. You have Andrew Wiggins, and all these guys are on basically rookie contracts. So you have Andrew Wiggins, as well as Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. Who else, man? Jimmy Butler. Now, you feel me? They picked up Taj Gibson as well. So this team is gonna be something to watch after, man. I'm telling you, like, that's a sleeper team. Now, they did trade away, I think, Zach LaVine, and somebody else. I'm just not clicking with me right now, but they did trade away Zach LaVine, and they sent him to Chicago. The Cleveland Cavaliers have not made any moves, which is kind of surprising to me, but not no big moves at least. They're keeping their core together for the most part. That's really mainly it that I seen in free agency. I'm not really as hyped up about free agency as I was last year. I feel like this shit was kind of boring. Last year was crazy because the whole Durant thing, but as you can see, man, everybody's heading to the West. Basically LeBron has a cakewalk through the East. I mean, he might even be resting in playoff games. I mean, that's just the facts. Like, this is a bad East. I'll probably say the top 8 teams in the East right now would be, in this order too, would be Cleveland, Boston, Washington, maybe Toronto. Oh, that's another person. Toronto. Cal Lowry decided to stay. I think he took $100 million, I think 3-year or 4-year deal. So he did decide to stay in Toronto. So I would say probably Cleveland, Boston, Washington, Toronto. A lot of people are giving Milwaukee a lot of hype. So I'm a ride the wave with that, with Milwaukee. And then I would go around and even say the Sixers. Like, they have a good squad too. They picked up JJ Redick. And that's a big pickup. Like, Markelle Fultz, Redick, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons will be back this year. They have a pretty decent team that could really make some noise. You feel me? Jahlil Okafor's still there. He hasn't been traded yet, at least. So yeah, I definitely think the 76ers could be worth something. You feel what I'm saying? Otto Porter is still negotiating, so I will give you guys an update on that if he decides to go anywhere. But I mean, I think the Sixers would probably be the 6th best team or 5th best team, and then I would even say the Hornets. I would say they would come in around even 5th or 6th, possibly 7th, somewhere up in there. The East is just really bad this year, like really bad. You know what I mean? So you guys get in the comment box, man. Tell me what y'all think about the free agency moves, man. I like what I'm seeing from free agents, especially from like the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. I feel like they're doing a lot of good work in the 76ers. I feel like right now they both are winning the free agents market right now, and the Golden State Warriors, obviously. So you guys get in the comment box, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.